Good morning, Namaskar to all my valuable viewers. Today we are going to discuss a topic which is highly technical and it will be very useful to the people, those who are involved in engineering design, especially in engine, aircraft engine, motorcycle, cars, or some other high-tech objects. So probably for a general person who is not from a technical field, उसको ये थोड़ा सा अजीब लगेगा, because we are going to discuss the philosophies which is being followed while designing that particular system. So there are certain philosophies that is behind the concept of designing the project. Very commonly used philosophies I will be discussing today. Number one is a fail-safe philosophy. Fail-safe philosophy is technically defined as supposing that aircraft or some bus or some motorcycle is running on the road and the aircraft is flying in the air, and one particular part fails. So the system must be designed in such a way, the aircraft, all other structure should be designed in such a way, अगर एक पर्टिकुलर को लिंक टूट भी जाता है तो aircraft should not collapse. The philosophy behind designing the structure of that aircraft is a fail-safe. In the event of failure, the aircraft must be safe. That is the technical meaning of this fail-safe philosophy. अगर कोई पार्ट पुर्जा फेल हो जाता है तो पूरा हवाई जहाज फेल नहीं हो जाना चाहिए. अगर हमारी उंगली कट जाती है तो आई मस्ट बी सेफ टू समथिंग. दैट इज बेसिकली भगवान ने हमें दो आंखें दी है, एक आंख अगर फेल भी हो जाती है, देयर इज ए सेकंड आई टू टेक केयर ऑफ इट. Same way, the structure is designed. There are two. If one link is taking the load, there is one link in the parallel. If that particular link fails, the second link which is put in the line, that will take care of. The philosophy behind that structure is fail-safe. In the event of failure, the total aircraft should not collapse. Then there is another second philosophy, is a fail-freeze. That was safe. This is a fail-freeze. What is the concept behind this fail-freeze philosophy? Supposing an aircraft is flying. In the aircraft also, there is an engine control system that controls the fuel supply to the engine. And the system is designed in such a manner, likewise other systems also, hydraulic systems and all various systems are there. The philosophy I am going to explain to you, philosophy behind the meaning of fail-freeze, in the event of failure of one particular system, the system must be frozen in that condition. That means एक ऐसी फिलॉसफी, अगर हवाई जहाज को उड़ते हुए फ्यूल की किसी पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट से 100 लीटर्स पर मिनट सप्लाई हो रही है एंड एयरक्राफ्ट इज फ्लाइंग एट दैट पर्टिकुलर स्पीड, and suddenly there is a fault in the fuel system, that changing and control over the fuel system is gone. You are not able to increase the supply, you are not able to decrease the supply, that system is not working. But the system has been designed with a philosophy that in the event of failure, the fuel supply will be frozen. Frozen means and the last condition of its command. उस समय अगर 100 लीटर पर मिनट आ रहा था तो 100 लीटर से 110 नहीं हो सकता, 100 लीटर से 90 नहीं हो सकता. So the supply is frozen. Frozen means that much supply of the last at the time of failure, whatever was the command, that supply will continue. So, and the pilot gets the signal, he gets sufficient time to come back to his site and bring the aircraft and himself and all the passengers and all that. They can also come back safely. Then there is a third. There are two types of equipments. One is a fire resistant and there are fireproof. Those two terminologies are being used in the technical field. पूछते हैं ये इक्विपमेंट जो है फायर प्रूफ है. फायर प्रूफ का मतलब इसको आग लग ही नहीं सकती. There cannot be any combustion. But that of course it is very difficult to say बिकॉज वो टेम्परेचर हर चीज़ को कोई ना कोई किसी ना किसी टेम्परेचर पे वो उसको आग पकड़ लेती है. बट मोस्टली वट दैट फुल व्हेन वी से फायर प्रूफ दैट मीन्स इसको नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर जो हम लाइफ में एनकाउंटर करते हैं उस टेम्परेचर पे अगर उसे थोड़ा ज़्यादा भी आ जाता है उस इक्विपमेंट को कभी आग नहीं लगेगी. देन देयर इज a fireproof, then there is a fire resistant. अगर आग लग जाती है तो there are certain equipments when they say that this particular equipment is fire resistant, that means that fire का जो टेम्परेचर होगा it is not able to damage the internal working of the system. जैसे एयरक्राफ्ट के अंदर ब्लैक बॉक्स वगैरह होता है. They are when the aircraft crashes, there is hardly damage inside that. So there are two, basically they are very close to this fireproof and fire resistant. They are very close to each other, but there is a difference. So there are two terms. One is a fire resistant, second is a fireproof. Fireproof that equipment में कोई डैमेज नहीं होगा अगर आग लग जाएगी. फायरप्रूफ इसको आग जलेगा ही नहीं, बट जलेगा. इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट. हायर टेम्परेचर पे जो टेम्परेचर कभी लाइफ में एनकाउंटर नहीं होता वो टेम्परेचर पे वो जलेगा. सो दैट इज एक्जैक्टली द मीनिंग. वन हैज़ टू अंडरस्टैंड, यूज इज ब्रेन टू अंडरस्टैंड. देन दीज आर ऑल दी philosophies which are normally used in various types of equipments. Then to tackle the corruption in our day-to-day life in the industry or every organization, they use a philosophy of 2T. One is a transparency and second is a TINA. All your working should be fully transparent. Nothing वो फाइल दबा के सीने से मत लगाइए. Whatever you want to say, it should be very transparent, crystal clear, no confusion. And then second, there is a, when you select a particular equipment, तो इस तरह से आपकी फिलॉसफी होनी चाहिए, इस तरह से आपका प्रिंसिपल होना चाहिए. टीना मीन्स T stands for there, I stands for is, N stands for no, A stands for alternative. ऐसा इक्विपमेंट आप सेलेक्ट करिए जिसका मार्केट में कोई और सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं है. Likewise, previously when we used to select a particular item or a system, हम लोग ये कहते थे कि it is a state of the art technology we have used. State of the art technology का meaning क्या है? A technology which we have used in manufacturing this, and the processes, the tools, the equipment, the material we have used has no history. That means इसके पहले इसको कभी किसी ने यूज़ नहीं करा. पर nowadays अब वो ज़माना चला गया. अब दैट वो स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट से अब जो है कटिंग एज ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी पे आ गए. तो वी आर यूजिंग ए टेक्नोलॉजी विच इज़ द न्यूएस्ट. नंबर वन, innovative, using the latest material, latest equipment, and it is about to break the boundaries which have been set by state of the art technology. State of the technology is latest, but it is the boundary. उसके आगे अभी किसी ने नहीं बनाया. But what we are working, it is still a state of the art technology, means and the cutting edge of the technology, that means it is It is technology is pushing to break the boundaries. It is going to be higher than that. So these philosophies, these concepts, these theories, one must be clear to a designer, then he can think of something new. Then there is something called guarantee. When you are supplying a equipment, it is a guarantee of performance. जो उसने स्पेसिफिकेशन और जो इक्विपमेंट डिज़ाइन करते समय जो कस्टमर को गारंटी दी है और सप्लाई करते समय कि ये इतने घंटे इतने एसी टेम्परेचर देगा, इतने घंटे उसकी परफॉर्मेंस होगी, दैट गारंटी हैज़ टू बी प्रूवन. उसको प्रूव करना पड़ेगा. तो इसलिए याद रखिए, चाहे आप पेमेंट में डिफ़ॉल्टर हैं, अगर आपने किस्त नहीं भी दी है, he can't run away from the guarantee. That is his obligation to prove and demonstrate its performance so that customer can be satisfied. And until and unless minded, it is free of cost. Even it is applicable to those who are defaulter in making the payment. And there is a warranty. Warranty is an addition to guarantee. It's just like बीमा की पॉलिसी. अगर आपने उस दैट रिक्वायर्ड सम प्रीमियम, सेम वारंटी इज नॉट फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, यू हैव टू पे फॉर इट. एंड दैट गिव्स यू. अभी जब कोई फ्रिज खरीदते हैं तो कहते हैं ना 7 years एक्सटेंडेड वारंटी, बिकॉज ही विल टेक सम मनी राइट नाउ एंड ही विल गिव यू वारंटी. ऑब्वियसली ही विल charge you less and then you are secured for that much a period. But that warranty is never free of cost. Guarantee is free of cost. Even that is applicable to everybody, whether he is a defaulter or not. Then state of the art we have discussed. Then one thing more which you must understand, that if you want to run a project, certain principles have to be followed. That is 3A. A for authority, second for ability, third A for action. You have to put a person in the position. You should be competent enough. He should be quite capable enough to tackle the problem, solve the problem independently. And second is, he must be given an authority. एक आदमी के अंदर काबिलियत भी होनी चाहिए और उसको पावर भी होनी चाहिए. अगर उसके पास पावर ही नहीं है उसको खोलने की, स्क्रू ड्राइवर लगाने की, how the hell he will solve the problem? He must have ability, authority. इन दोनों के अगर दोनों भी दे दिए, अगर वो आदमी एक्ट नहीं करता है, टालू मिक्सचर पिलाता है, जस्ट टालना चाहता है, तो देन जब तीनों का जब तक कॉम्बिनेशन नहीं होगा, तीनों चीज़ें नहीं होंगी, तब तक योर प्रोजेक्ट विल नॉट बी सक्सेसफुल. देन देयर इज ए 3L. The organization should be equipped to 3L. 3L, first L is life, second L is long, third L is learning. You can't beat a person, you can never defeat a person who is a lifelong learner. So this is a new philosophy, new culture which is being inculcated. That's why most of the big industries are having their training centers or they are training tie-up. So many types of trainings are being done so that the people are up to date. Now you see in most of the universities, the course changes after 3 years. और अगर आपने 3 साल पहले बीटेक करी है और आपको जॉब नहीं मिली है, तो उसी बीटेक की डिग्री पे अब आपको जॉब मिलना मुश्किल है. So please try to see to it that you are able to get a job, start getting some experience. You have to justify the period which you have been, if you have been sitting at home. So technology, everything changes at a very fast speed, and those who change is the only thing which doesn't change. It is constant. So please, those who do not change with the time, they are left behind. With this, we conclude today's lecture.